Hi, Gene here with today's thought. A few thoughts ago, the thought was about this young woman, Generation Z woman. Here, I'm going to put up her photo. There she is. It seems to have struck a nerve. It's gotten, thousands of views, and more important, a lot of comments, which is really great. Agree or disagree, I love to see the comments. I'm thinking I usually don't reply to the comments because I feel that is your space. I have the vlog to comment, but I couldn't resist, so I did answer a couple, but then I said, the heck with it, I should maybe talk about it, do another follow-up thought to that one, and I may do it, but actually I was going to do it today, but then I saw another aspect of this. This woman, her problem was that she does work, this thing about Generation Z being lazy and so on and so forth. So this woman was saying she works 40 hours a week, but her salary, she can't make ends meet. There's another side of the coin to that I'm going to share with you in a moment. I just wanted to, just as a short aside right now, that everybody seems to have missed the point of that video, and I'm not blaming you. Maybe I wasn't clear. The whole point was this woman was finding things that her generation has it harder than my generation does. For instance, one of the commenters was saying, well, she's spending her money on coffee at Starbucks, yada, yada, yada. And coffee, it's just a regular coffee, I think is over $2. And I'm not talking about the fancy drinks. Those are even more. But the point is that that wasn't an issue when I was young, because coffee was 10 cents. So what these commenters along that line were saying, well, she could be okay, she could support herself if she gives up this and this and this and this. And one of my points was, not the main point, was that I didn't have to give up anything. I could easily afford everything on $5 an hour. I didn't have to switch steak for hamburger to save money. I could buy steak, $3 something a pound. Now, last time I was at the supermarket, $16 a pound, filet mignon, $21 a pound. So that was one point, but my main point was that the reason she was having this issue was because of the depreciation of the currency, because we had a Fed, we have a Treasury that prints money, a Congress that can't stop spending, and well, I don't want to get off on that track. I just want to say that whatever side of you are on the issue of whether this woman is justified in her complaints or not, what's wrong with a stable currency? What is wrong with the dollar being worth as much tomorrow as it is today? What is wrong with your dollar having the same purchasing power tomorrow as it does today? That was my whole point, and nobody's commented on that, so I just want to get that out of the way. But now on to today's video, which is because this brings up another issue, which is college. Now, we all know, should know, Harvard, the anti-Semitism at various campuses, and the DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. All these students are being forced to take, and actually I just read today of a college professor suing a university for being fired for not going along with this DEI nonsense. A biology teacher leaving Harvard. Yeah, was leaving Harvard because the pressure she got, because she said she's a biology teacher and said there are two sexes, and this whole woke nonsense. Plus, this is another scandal at Harvard that doesn't get enough attention, which is grade inflation. That everybody goes to Harvard gets an A, even though they're lowering the standards to let people in. It used to be, when I was younger, you had to be very, very smart to get into Harvard, and you would get A's at Harvard because you had A's before you went to Harvard, because you were good. So the whole point, why go to college? Why are you going to college and go getting 100,000, hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, student loans. And why are you doing that? And the reason you should be doing that is so you can earn a good living when you get out of college, that you should be able to not only support yourself comfortably and pay back all your student loans and still support yourself comfortably. And well, I don't know if you study gay basket weaving or something and get a degree in that and take those. I don't know how you expect to make a lot of money when you get out of college. And now you have men saying, well, there's a problem in college now because fewer men are going to college, and that's because of a hostile, especially if you're a white male, a hostile environment to men. So why do you want to go there? But here's the point. The whole idea should be to earn a living, to make good money. And if you're going to be a doctor or a lawyer, I say if you're going to be a doctor, yes. If you're going to be a lawyer, I would say if you're not going to get a job at one of these white shoe law firms in Boston or New York, I don't know. If you're not starting at $200,000 like some of these little 25-year-olds, 20-somethings who graduate Harvard and go to a big firm in New York City, they start at a lot of money. But I'm going to show you now. This is going to be a video of another young woman. She got a master's degree. Okay, she's a wife. She got a master's degree, and she's married to her husband. Just finished high school, never went to college, just went to a trade school, learned a trade, and the question is now, who's making more money? Who's making more money? The woman who went to college and got a master's degree, or the guy who just went to high school, never went to college, and went to trade school? Who's making more? Who's better off today? And here's the answer.
So everyone pushes college, and I went to college. I have a master's degree. I make very good money for my age. My husband did not go to college, and I've talked about this on here before, and I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand it. So I'm going to throw it into perspective for you, and I say it not to brag, but to hopefully help any of you. I have a college degree. He has a high school diploma. He went to trade school right after high school. He got his certificates and everything. And here we go. So this past July, he had already brought home more than my gross salary this year. Come December, he will have quadrupled my salary. Quadrupled it. If he decides to pick up overtime on a weekend, a 2-day weekend, if he picks up overtime, he brings home that weekend, just in those 2 days, more than I make in a 2-week check. I have a master's degree. He has a high school diploma. So that reason right there is why I will not push college on anyone. If you think that college is not for you and you want to try a trade school, obviously look into it, see if you think that you have what it takes, and then 100% do it. Do it. I don't think that enough people are talking about this. And it is 100% worth it if you stick with it. He's been doing it for 8 years, so obviously he has made his way up the ladder. But if he leaves his job today, 100% guarantee he will make the exact same amount of money wherever else he decides to go. I cannot stress it enough. I can't stress it enough. I am so jealous. Like, he doesn't have student debt. Nothing. And he's quadrupling my salary in 1 year.
As I often say after I show a video, the video speaks for itself. Not much I can say except that this guy, he must be very happy. Number one, making a lot of money, but also he's got a hot wife. I mean, he's got a beautiful wife. He's making tons of money apparently, and I'm jealous. I frankly admit it. I'm jealous. You know, I'm human and I'm jealous, and I admit it. And that's it. Thanks for stopping by. If you could subscribe, that would really be great. Share this video with anyone you think would benefit from it. But most of all, come back and see me again. I would love to see all of you again, and I look forward to your comments too. I love reading your comments. I can't read all of them, but the ones I read, I love reading them, whether you agree with me or disagree. And bye.